Hello, and welcome to another Empowering Moments with Coach T. And I am your host, Toria Reneé, aka Coach T. And this is the segment where I try to give you guys powerful information that you'll be able to use for years to come. And just for those who don't know who I am a women's empowerment coach, a motivational speaker, and I'm also a wedding officiant. I'm also the author, best-selling author of the book Networkology, Women Building Wealth One Business at a Time. And today, this is the second Entrepreneur's Corner, and we're highlighting where I try to highlight men and women in business. And today we are talking real estate with Alycia Cummings. So,
Hi, my name is Alycia.
can you hear her? This mic.
I am a realtor looking to become an extrovert through real estate. I'm very introverted, so doing this is a bit out there for me, but I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. So, really quickly, Alycia Cummings is with Hathaway Berkshire Home Services at Stark Real Estate. Okay. And so, we're going to be talking a little bit about what it is, what real estate is, all things real estate talk today. Um, Give me 1 second. You guys, y'all have to excuse me because today I am testing out all of my stuff today. So I'm trying to make sure that I can see everything that's going on. Okay, good. Cool. All right. I just want to make sure I can actually see my live. Hold on 1 second. All right. Cool beans. I want to be able to see my live. All right. And think I'm trying to make sure that my assistant is on today, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Who is actually on my live? All right. I think that my assistant is on. So I think we are good to go. All right. So the first thing I want to do is I want to allow Alycia opportunity to introduce herself. So tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got started in real estate.
So I've always had an interest in real estate because of my exposure to it while growing up. I would get to watch my parents go through the process of buying, fixing, and renting, sometimes helping with the minor things that came to the fixing part. And having that hands-on experience and seeing that real estate had many avenues for success really drew me in.
Awesome. So your parents are in real estate.
Yes.
Of course, she has the ultimate best role models, her parents. Yay for her, right? That's one way to get into real estate. Your parents do real estate, right?
Mm-hmm.
So tell us a little bit about Berkshire Hathaway.
So Berkshire Hathaway is a company that holds its agents to the highest of standards in real estate. And it has a focus on being your forever agent by going above and beyond. And it's also one of the only brokerages that provides extensive training and support for the newer agents. And I am at the office in Bloomingdale, Illinois. It's full of people I can describe as family.
Oh, wow. How long have you been with them?
I've been with them for 8-ish months now.
Okay.
So I've been with them since the beginning of my real estate journey.
Awesome.
And anytime I come across anything unfamiliar from my day-to-day, I can just go to them and ask for help. And then the experienced agents even go to each other for help. So it's really it's like a community, and
Awesome.
No one's there to hurt you.
Awesome. I love it. So what do you enjoy most about being an agent?
Well, I enjoy the opportunities for professional and personal growth. This business is full of people that are inspiring, and I enjoy getting to explore what Illinois has to offer. And I grew up in a place that didn't really have a lot to do or see. So being here, it's really fun getting to see all the houses and what each community can provide. And then I love looking at homes. Who doesn't? And I've learned there's so many different ways to style a house and make it a home. and each person brings their own unique feeling to it.
Oh wow. You know what? That's one of the things I actually do love myself. I love looking at houses. I wish I was really, really ready to buy like right now. Like I wish I was ready. Um so I really, really wish I was, but at the same time, I'm like, I can wait for it because it seems like it's a lot of responsibility. So one of the things I want to make sure we talk about today is what it's like, getting into home ownership. But before we go there, I want to help people out that are like me because I know that there's a lot of people out there like me that are completely green when it comes to real estate. All I know about real estate is that we buy and we sell. That's all I know, right? I don't know anything else. So when I was looking at the different, um, you know, levels of that goes into it. I'm like, what does all these different titles mean? I don't think anybody know. Like to me, I'm like, aren't they all the same? Apparently they're not, because in my head, don't they all just show houses, right? But so I kind of want you to help us learn the distinction between all of these different titles. So I'm gonna throw some titles at you, and hopefully you can explain what they mean. You ready?
Yes.
All right. So the regular schmegular real estate agent.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? What do they do? What is the distinction? What is it?
A real estate agent is anyone with a real estate license.
See, that's the easy part,
Yep.
right? It's anybody with a real estate license. Leslie, if you are on, write that down. Put that in the chat. Uh, Anybody who has a real estate license is considered a real estate agent. Boom. And so, as a real estate agent, what do you do?
Well, I can help you buy, I can help you sell, invest, rent. The difference between like an agent, broker, the broker just means you have a bit of extra education. So I could be considered a broker as well. And then a realtor is a real estate agent that is a part of the National Association of Realtors. So I am all of those things.
Oh, so she's
Yeah.
all of those things. So she has 3 titles, y'all. So I know there's a such thing. So when you talk about the broker, I know the broker has a little bit more education. So I know that there's such thing called the managing broker, right?
Mhm.
So what does the managing broker do versus the regular broker?
So the managing broker, say if I was having trouble with writing a contract for my client, I could go to my managing broker and she would help walk me through literally all of it if I needed to. And I could call her and ask her a question. Like right now, if I needed to call her, I could call her. She is
Mm-hmm.
she is just the person you go to for like you need to get in contact with someone else's managing broker, you can go through her, and she is just there to help run the office.
Okay. Okay. Cool beans. So I know that there's a buying agent and there's a listing agent right now.
Mhm.
Of course, um, a buying agent, I feel like this is self-explanatory, but I don't want to get this wrong because I don't want nobody to tell nobody that Toria Reneé, aka Coach T, was out here giving wrong information. So the difference between a buying agent and a listing agent is
A buying agent helps buyers, a listing agent will help you sell your house.
see, there we go. See, now we should all know what all these titles means for the rest of our lives, okay? Thank you so very much. You're welcome. Okay, you're welcome. The next thing I wanted to talk about is, so you do all of these things, right? You do everything. Okay,
Yeah.
see, all inclusive. See, when you get her services, she does everything. Everything is a wonderful word. Okay. Um, for those of you who are just tuning in, this is Empowering Moments with Coach T. And you are listening to Toria Reneé, aka Coach T, right here on IntellectualRadio.com. Listen, I want you to go to your personal Facebook page, to my personal Facebook page, Toria Reneé, and send me a friend request because I do not want you to miss another live, another empowering moments with Coach T. If you go to my page, you become my friend. That way you're able to access these lives when they show up. Okay. So make sure you go to my page, Toria Reneé. Okay. It says Coach Toria Reneé, or you can type in Toria Reneé on Facebook, and you should find my page. Also, I do every Wednesday. I do Walk It Out Wednesdays. I don't want you to miss those either. Walk It Out Wednesdays. This is where I give you an empowering word or on a quick topic talk that you can use to help you walk out your journey called life. Okay. And hopefully, if those Walk It Out Wednesdays, we all learn to get better at the walk. All right. So make sure you become my friend. Send me a friend request. I want to make sure that you are able to see these Walk It Out Wednesdays. Okay. All right. Now, we are talking about all things real estate with broker Alycia Cummings, and she is with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services at Stark Real Estate. And so I want to shift the conversation into the real nitty gritty of real estate, what I feel is the nitty gritty of real estate. So, what qualities do you think make for a good real estate agent?
So, a good real estate agent would be anyone you consider friendly, someone who is knowledgeable about the market you're in, and then someone who has a good work ethic. So those are the three main qualities I think a realtor should have.
Okay, say it again.
Friendly, knowledgeable, and has good work ethic.
Friendly, knowledgeable, and has a good work ethic. That is, I think that's what everybody should have. That's the qualities every professional person should have. Okay, friendly, knowledgeable, good work ethic. That's going to take you a long way in life. Okay. Um, so I know that there was talk about how rates were really, really low during COVID, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so now that we're on the other side of that, we're post COVID. What does the trends look like in this market?
So after the COVID-19 pandemic, the mortgage rates have been changing, as you've seen. At first, they went down to help people buy homes, but now they've gone up. This means that interest rates are getting higher, and there's a reason for this. It's the economy. There's uncertainty in the economy, so the banks want to be able to cover all their bases. And then since it's a seller's market right now, so the demand for homes has increased, and the banks can charge higher rates.
Mm-hmm. I love that. So it is a seller's market right now, huh?
Yes, it is.
I love that you know that.
Well,
I think that is a good thing to know, because I feel like we need to know which. It's almost like the same I equate it to be like the same as HR. In HR, you always need to know if it is employer's market or if it's an employee's market, because now you know who's winning right now. Like, so I feel like it's the same thing. And if you're really, really interested in buying or selling, you need to know whose market it is, who's really excelling. So it is a seller's market. So for all of you who would like to buy, this is your time to be getting your credit together.
Yes.
This is your time to be getting to saving your money for your down payments. That's what you should be doing right now.
Talk to a lender.
Right. Yes. Buyers should be getting themselves prepared for when it turns to be a buyer's market, because it's not a buyer's market right now. Sellers need to be like, hey, if anybody want to be selling, this is the time. You think you want to put your house on the market? It's the time.
It is.
Call Alycia. She can help you. She's a listing agent as well. All right. So I want to talk about what it is and how we get into home ownership. Those who are actually looking to become a homeowner, what are the steps that they should be taking? How do they start that journey? Like, walk us through their process of becoming a homeowner.
So saving money, of course, and then talking to a lender. Most people don't talk to a lender until after they've found the house they already want to buy. And since it's a seller's market right now, that's not a great thing to do, because you need to be pre-approved before you can even write a contract on the home. So talking to a lender before you're even starting to look at homes will really help you because they will show you how to raise your credit. Well, some of them. My lender does. My lender will help you raise your credit. Um, but also, they will go through your debt to income ratio. They will go through all the things that you would need to get a home loan, but you don't actually have to go through with getting the pre approval. It'll just help you know what to do for when you're ready. So that's the first step. And then, of course, getting a real estate agent. Hi.
And if you would like a real estate agent, please do not hesitate to call Alycia Cummings. And where can they contact you?
They can contact me with my phone number. That's 334-233-6743, or my email or my website. And my website is archomes.com.
And there you have it. Okay, so what's next after you get a agent?
So your agent will help go through what you're looking for and the criteria and your budget and all that. So then, of course, finding the home you like. And as of right now, with the seller's market, it might take you a while. That's okay. It just is what it is.
So I think the key is that we need to be patient in this process of home ownership.
Yes, you need to be patient and prepared, because if it was a buyer's market right now, you could probably hold off for getting your pre-approval, but since it's not, you need to be pre-approved first. So that's another thing. Once you start talking to your realtor should suggest you speaking to a lender so you're already pre-approved and you know what you can actually afford.
Awesome.
Yep.
I love it. What's next?
So, and then you'd write the contract. Hopefully it gets accepted. If it does, there is like an inspection period where the attorney can go over the legal stuff. The inspectors can do the home inspection to see if there's any problems. And then that whole process will last a few weeks. And then after that, you'll close the deal and you'll go to your closing, you'll get your keys, and then you'll have a new home, and then you just need to move in.
Yay! Okay, so really, really quickly, for those of you who are on the Facebook Live and you in the chats, if you have questions, put your questions in chat and we'll try to answer them, okay? Put your questions in chat, we'll try to answer. The other thing I want to go through is I want to talk about what are some do's and don'ts. Like here's some things I really want to talk about some don'ts. Like here's the things you should probably stay away from if you're trying to become a homeowner. Like this is what you don't do.
Don't overspend. That is the most important thing I can say. Some people don't take into fact about HOAs, homeowners insurance, taxes. Owning a home isn't just your mortgage payment. So you need to be able to know all of the things that go into it and what you can actually afford. That's why talking to a lender first is so important. And do not skip inspections. Right now, lots of people waive home inspections, but then that can come and bite you in the butt because there has been things to go wrong because you've wanted the house so bad and you were like, okay, we don't need to inspect. You do, because you never know what you're going to find and you don't want to have any problems come up in the future. And
I would agree. Let me just say this. I would agree. And I think I know a little bit of something because I be watching Listed and Loving Her Listed and Loving Her, well, all the other stuff they be doing, House Hunters and all this other great stuff. And the first thing especially when they're flipping the houses, especially she's like, when I watch Loving Her Listed, she is always tasked with trying to make this home something that they want to stay in. And all types of things happen as she is going through these renovations. It's like, okay, they don't have electricity in this part of the house, and so that means we can't put a whole bedroom because they won't have no lights. You know what I mean? Or it's like, oh, the plumbing is not throughout the whole entire household. Guess what? You can't put a bathroom in the basement. You're like, what? And then she's like, who built this house this way? Like, why would you do it? Again, this is why you need an inspection. Okay. All right. What else?
And then whatever house you move into, it might have an HOA, and most of the time it has like covenants and regulations. Those would be just rules of what you can and can't do. Like, say you want a 8-foot fence, your community might not allow that, so you need to check. Or you want to build a porch, you might need a permit to build the porch, so go check that out. Just make sure you actually look to see what you need to do before you waste your money.
Okay, and you heard it from Alycia Cummings, the broker. She would know. All right. Now let's get into, for those who are, since it is a seller's market, for those who are looking to list their home and put it on the market, what are the steps that they need to go through? Walk us through that process.
So it's pretty standard to prepare your home before you talk to a realtor, but I've recently learned that it is actually beneficial to talk to a realtor first because they can help you with deciding what to actually do to your home so you can get the most value. So you're not making, like, you might renovate a bathroom and you don't need to, or you might change the whole house's carpet and you don't need to. So talking to a realtor can help you kind of guide to see what improvements can be made. And then finding your real estate agent. Hi, again.
I love it.
And your real estate agent will go over a comparative market analysis to see what your home can go for. And then you and the realtor will talk it through to see what price you like to list it for. And then it would be on the market, and I would market your home. I would do all of that. I'd help with the showings, open houses, all of that. So as of right now, houses are selling in as little as 1 day. So
It is
yeah,
definitely a seller's market. You
it
can
is
do it in
definitely.
1 day now, y'all.
Yes,
Look at
yes, you
that.
can. You really can. So all of that will, right now, it'll be a super quick process, and multiple offers will most likely be received depending on the condition of your home.
So you'll have options. Did you hear that?
Hmm.
You'll have options. People will be knocking down your door to buy your house.
And your realtor will help you go over each offer to see which one you actually want to go with. So then you'd complete the paperwork, and then just like when you're buying a house, you'd have the inspection period, the attorney review, and then you would go to the closing, and then, well, you don't have to go to the closing as the seller. And then you'd sell your house and move out.
Well, and there you have it. That came from Miss Alycia Cummings, broker at Hathaway at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services at Stark Real Estate. You want to see her, okay? Um, really, really quickly. Again, what are the things that you don't want to do if you're trying to sell? What do you don't want to? I know you talked about one of the things that you definitely mentioned is don't just start making home improvements without talking to a lender. That's the first thing you don't do. So what else is there out there that you probably should not be doing?
So a home warranty. Not a lot of people get home warranties because they think they don't need it. But a home warranty can help you in situations like your furnace goes out and then your toilet or stops working, your microwave stops working, your oven stops working. Most people think the home warranty will be able to cover all of that, so anything that goes wrong, but that's not the case. Well, home insurance won't cover that. I'm sorry. A home warranty will. So that's why it's really good to get that. And then when you're selling the house, you can put a home warranty to make it seem like a better offer, because it is a better offer because you're kind of protecting them for the first year of owning that home. So if anything goes wrong, it's covered under the warranty. So that's a good thing to do. Saving money is a big thing in this. So a lot of the don'ts just have to do with overspending. And yeah, just don't do anything with your own personal opinion and not talk to a realtor.
So
Because,
I think I hear what I hear you saying is that don't assume that
yes.
repairs or things that certain things have to be changed and fixed and
Hmm.
repaired and renovated without talking to someone first,
Yes.
because that is how you kind of end up spending money that you
Hmm.
didn't need to spend. And the lender is the one, I'm sorry, the realtor is the one that's going to help you determine what it is necessary for you to be fixing or upgrading or, renovating, because sometimes it's just not necessary. So you want to make sure that you're talking to someone to help you figure that information out. And I want to talk about, so I want to give you the opportunity to really, really talk to people and tell people what you want them to know in terms of how, what you do, why you do it, how you do it, who you serve, all that good stuff. And then, of course, you'll give your contact information again. So go.
Okay. Well, I spend most of my days looking for listings. So if you're ready to sell, please contact me. I am ready. I I help with showings. I will do open houses for you. I will also help you with real estate planning. So, like your long term goals, if you want to start investing, and I can help you figure out whether owning a home first or an investment first is best for you. And I'm just here to help with all your real estate needs. My website is ARCHOMESSALES, archhomesales.com. And my number is 334-233-6743. And then my email is acummings at starckre.com.
Okay. And I'm going to put all of that in the website. I'll pop this in right quick on the page. And then so you gave a website because it's different from the one that's on your card.
So that handle leads to the same website.
Okay, so
It's just like a shorter name. Because you can go to A Cummings.
Okay.
And what is it? Let me see.
It's A Cummings at starckre.com. Is that still good?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
okay, it takes you to the same place.
It takes you to the same place.
Let me throw that on here. All right, I kind of like having my little information in my laptop with all of my stuff on it. That's kind of cool, right? Okay, so I think one of the things that I want to give you the opportunity to do is I want you to talk a little bit about what it is. What would you give? Here we go. What am I saying to you? All right. So, what is the most important advice that you would give your clients? What's the most important advice that you give clients?
Use me as your realtor. Picking a realtor who is knowledgeable and actually cares about their clients will give you the ability to be less stressed during this process of buying or selling, because this can be one of the most stressful times of your life, and you need someone who will be there to help you relieve that stress. It's not your job to know everything about the real estate market. That's my job.
So, I think I like that. I like the fact that you said that because I think that I'm talking to a girlfriend now and she's getting ready to close on the house. Shout out, Chickadee, you know who you are. Um, but I am so happy for her. She's just starting to she's buying her first townhome, and she is like super stressed out with all of these different things she has to do. She's like, oh my God, I want to just like, oh, right. And
Yes.
she has a realtor and a lawyer, and she's like, just help me, like somebody help me right now. And so I think that it's really, really good to know that you can rely on your realtor, which is why it's important to make sure that you pick the right one.
Yes.
Okay. So, hey, well, you heard it right here on intellectualradio.com. Please reach out to Alycia if you even if you just have questions, you just want to understand and clarify, you want to ask clarifying questions, get information. Hey, look, make her phone ring, y'all. Make her phone ring. Oh, Intellectual Radio listeners, make her phone ring, okay?
Please do.
Make her phone ring. Make her look, test her. Ask her all the questions, okay? Put a demand on the information and the knowledge that she has gained so that she can exercise using it, giving it, right? So definitely make her phone ring. All of her information is posted on my Facebook page, on the Facebook Live today. It will also be posted on my Facebook page later on after this broadcast is over. You can also find it in the description of the YouTube page for broadcast. So for those of you that are going to be watching on YouTube, her information will be in there as well. For those that are actually interested in getting into real estate, how do you advise that they start that process? Like, what does that look like?
Personally, I would say start by watching some day in the life of a realtor videos on YouTube. So you can see if you're actually interested in doing that. And then I would also suggest meeting a realtor in real life to see what they do day to day, because it's not just showing homes and getting to look at pretty houses, unfortunately. It's a lot more behind the scenes than most people know, so it's a lot harder. And I would also go to Your House Real Estate Academy, because that's where I went to. It is, my classes were small enough, so I got if I had questions, I could ask them. And then they have online options, an in-person option, but they're really good about helping you get through. They will go through study sessions. They will help you until you get your license. And then it's pretty affordable. And then I passed with my first try on the state exam, so I also think that's another great thing about Your House Real Estate Academy, because I wouldn't have been able to do that without them. And Your House Real Estate Academy is located in Bloomingdale, Illinois, and you can just look them up online. And there's also, you can just look up Real Estate Licensing Illinois online as well, and then it can give you different options. But Your House is what I personally did.
I'm trying to figure out how to spell licensing. Real estate licensing.org, did you say?
You just go to Google, Real Estate Licensing Illinois.
Oh.
Yeah, it'll give you like a whole bunch of options you can look at. And that's what I did. That's how I found Your House Real Estate Academy.
Oh. Okay, no, wait a minute. Your parents are in real estate, but they didn't tell you what school to go to?
No. So I am originally from Alabama. So my family's back in Alabama. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just like, what?
No, they didn't go to real estate school or anything. They're self-taught. They're all self-taught.
Oh, okay. So you don't have to go to real estate school to be in real estate?
No, not at all. If you want to be a real estate agent, yes, you do, because you need to be licensed. If you want to invest, flip, just do rentals, no, you don't need anything. Well, you need money, but that's it.
To invest, flip, or
rents.
Mm-hmm. You do not need real estate license. See, I did not know that.
Yeah.
She just taught me something, y'all. Now, I just learned something big.
Yeah, anyone can be an investor if you want to.
Awesome. Well, see, now we understand why we need to go to school. If you want to be an agent, you do have to go to school. But if you just want to be investing, flipping, or, or renting, you can actually just go ahead and do that without a license. Yay. All right. So, I think we are getting down to the end. One of the things I want to make sure that I do say is that one of the things that I like about doing this segment is that I get to feature not only people who have been in business for a long time, but I also get a chance to interview people that are in business for just starting out. And I think that it is awesome that you have chosen a career and that you are really, really working and striving in it. And it's okay to be at the beginning, right? Mm-hmm. I think that we sometimes don't give credit for people who are starting the journey because we kind of want to expect for them to be somewhere that they're not. Well, everybody has to start somewhere, right? And so I commend you for starting the journey. And I see bright things in your future.
Thank
you. Bright things are in your future. I'm so excited to be a part of this journey. I definitely want to invite you to come back later.
Okay.
After you got a little bit more experience under your belt, so you can, because I really, I'm curious. I'm excited to see the difference in the interview after at a later date. So will you come back?
I will.
Awesome. Really, really quickly. Thank you guys so much for joining into this live. This has been Entrepreneurs Corner for today. Thank you so much, Alycia, for sharing this valuable information about real estate. Shout out to my assistant, Leslie Cash. This is her first time co-hosting the show as a moderator of the live remotely. So shout out to her. Good job, good job, good job. So I can't wait to continue. So all of the people that joined my live, thank you. Shout out to Maya. Shout out to Base for joining my live today. I do appreciate you guys for watching. This has been Empowering Moments with Coach T, and I am your host, Coach T, on IntellectualRadio.com. Remember, I am the Coach T, and always just be you. See you next time.